Hi, this is Marnie. I forgot to record this morning's Google Meet on Google Meet, so bear with me. I'm going to do this little presentation here first. Okay, so we're going to go through creating the meet, starting a meet, and then what to do with the meet link, etc., all that other good stuff. Okay, starting off with setting up a meet. Steps to know to get to before kids know before the kids know to show up. There are two ways to go about doing this. I'm going to start with this one. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Google Meet that begins inside the Google Meet app, not the Classroom app. So if you start in the 9 Squares of Awesome, you're going to click on the Google Meet. You're going to click Join Meeting. Let's see, I'll walk you through that, in fact. Okay, so from the 9 Squares of Awesome, I'm going to click on Meet. I'm going to join or start a meeting. This is really important. You need to name it. Our naming protocol for Blue Ridge Middle School now will be BRMS, your last name, and then whatever block. Since I don't really have a block, I'm just going to call it meetings. But it'd be like BRMS Hawk 1, BRMS Hawk 2, etc. This code will keep kids from reusing the link because if you're not in it, they can't access it, is what I'm told. So I click Continue. Okay. The meet shows up. Camera is starting. Going to make sure that everything is turned on. There I am. You're going to now join now. Okay, so BRMS Hawk meetings can only be used within LCPS. That means that nobody else can get into it. Okay. What I'm going to do then is copy this link. Control C. I am then going to open up a new tab. I'm going to go into my Google Classroom. I'm going to find one of my classes that I teach. I am going to create an assignment. I'm going to call this assignment Google Meet Tutorial. Okay, and I'll say please click on the link below at the correct time and date. I am going to add a link and I'm going to Control V my link in there. What this does is create a Google Class meeting down there. Before you send this out, you want to come over here and do the due date. Make the date whenever you want to have your meeting. So let's say I want to have it tomorrow on the 20th or next week on the 21st, and our meeting is going to start at 9:30 a.m. Okay, so that's good to go. Why do we do that? I'll show you in a minute. If this meeting is just for a certain number of students, just like before, you can select who it goes out to. Otherwise, it goes to everyone. Okay. Now I'm going to, at the moment, I'm going to save it as a draft because I don't want the kids accessing it yet. Okay. I'm going to go back into my Google Meet. Here we are. We're back where we started. The very first thing you should do when you are in here is to turn on captions. This is a UDL moment. We want it to be accessible by everybody all the time. So it will, when you record this, it is going to record the closed captions. Okay. And then what you're going to do is leave it because we're not doing the meeting right now. So let's pretend that we're going to do this meeting. All right. So we're going to leave this for a second. I'm going to come back out here. Here's my Google Meet tutorial in draft form. Say, pretend it's the day of. I'm going to come in here and edit it. We're ready to go. Now I'm assigning it. The reason why you put it in as an assignment is this. It puts it in the Google Calendar for your classroom. That's the best part. So here's the classroom. This class is my BRTC class, which is here. It's blue, purple, whatever that is. Okay, so I put it in for the 21st, I think. I click on it. There it is. I'm a student in this class. It puts it in for exactly 1 minute before, which is kind of cool for the kids. Pretend I'm a student. This is my assignment calendar. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to click on it. There's the link. I'm going to click on it. It's going to take me into here. and then I click on the meeting, and here I am. Okay, because I am in that meeting already, the students can join it. I believe that if I'm not in it as the teacher, the kids can't join yet. They will sit here and wait for the teacher to join the meeting. All right. So with any luck, that makes sense. Okay, so now we're going to join the meeting. Ick, I don't need to be in there 2 times. Otherwise, I am... where is it? This is funny. Don't you hate it when you lose the actual thing? This is where I start whistling. Here it is. I found it. Okay, so now we're back. We're in the meeting. Pretend there are a bunch of kids in here. All right? Well, actually, before the kids... okay, so pretend all the kids are in here. Here we go. Ready, kids? We've got the closed captioning turned on. Children, I am going to record this meeting. If you do not have permission from your parents to be recorded, I need you to turn your cameras off now. I need everybody to turn their microphones off. If you have something to say, you can put your name in the chat and say, I'm raising my hand. Hey.
What are you doing?
What are you
just me and
doing here?
Huh?
What are you doing here?
I don't know. I keep getting an invite from you.
Oh my God, stop answering it. You're in the middle. Hello, everyone. Say hi, Carl Steve. You're in the middle of one of my tutorials.
Oh, hey. It's just me and you.
Okay, so Carl's a student in my class. Carl, do you have permission to be recorded?
No, I don't. I'll see you later.
All right, then you turn your camera off. Goodbye. You're hilarious. That was too funny. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to record the meeting. You're going to get this ask for consent. Yes, I have to accept. So accept it. You're going to get this little red thing up here on the top. Recognize that it is not recording until it turns red. Okay. So now you have your meeting. Blah, 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 blah. Let's pretend that somebody is misbehaving. Come in here. Oh, I needed Carl Steve to stick around for a second. Shoot. Carl Steve. I'm going to email him. Oh, you know what? I'm going to text him. This is the best part. Carl Steve. Carl Steve. Nope, I think he's in here as Steve. Steve Morris. I need you. Get back in this meeting. Okay, I'm coming here. I'm going to add, I can add Carl Steve. Carl Morris. I'm inviting him. Did I just delete him? I think I did. Send invite. While we're waiting for Carl Steve, if you have added a couple of the extensions I told you about, there he is. Okay, I needed a student. This is perfect that you're here.
All right.
Okay, so let's pretend Carl Steve is misbehaving. I can do a couple of things over here. Over here, I can click the down arrow next to his name. So I click on the people, go down to Carl Steve. If I want to watch what he's doing, I click the pin to screen. If I want to mute him, I click the mute button. But if he's really misbehaving, I can click that line, the circle with the line through it, and remove him from the class. You can be removed from class, young man. Are you prepared to answer the consequences when I call home and say I had to kick you out of a meeting because you were inappropriate?
I'm not scared of you.
Well then, clearly you have not spent enough time with me. All right, so don't go anywhere. You just do your own thing. You can even walk out of the room if you want.
For good?
Yeah. Well, not for good, no, but come back and hang up. But okay, so now if you wanted to do oh my gosh. So if you want to take attendance and you added the attendance extension from the web store, when you're in here and you click on people, let's go to, so if I click on people here, right, I can click this attendance button. That's there if you have the extension. When you click on it, you're going to open up an attendance, and what it's going to do is create a, this is a new one. It's going to create a new page. So I can click on this. It's going to create a new page for me inside the attendance, and then I want to take attendance. And if I did this right, it's going to pop up correctly. And at some point it will say, it doesn't always work perfectly for me the first time, but it will say in here, Carl Steve, Marnie Hawk, and it'll take attendance for you. My internet is really slow and pokey, so who knows what's happening. So that's what this is. Okay, so over here, Carl Morris, he's being a stinker. I want to kick him out. See you, buddy. Can remove him from this call. Yep, he's gone. Nice. So you have a little bit of control over what kids do. The other ad I told you about was called Nod. That's over here on the side. That's where kids can want to raise your hand. And it'll say, Marnie raised your hand. And I can call on Marnie. Did you have a question? There it is. What is that? Weird hair. Anyway. Okay. So, now we're done with the meeting. You are the teacher. You have to be the first one in, and you have to be the first one out. So wait for all of your kids to kick out before you close the meeting. All right, so I'm going to now close my meeting. Okay. I'm going to look inside my Google Drive because my computer is awesome and it is amazing. It created an automatic folder in my Google Drive called Meet Recordings. Click on it. And it's going to be in here. Today's the 17th. 4/17. Here it is. If I want to post this in my classroom so kids who weren't here can see it, I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to get shareable link. I'm going to make sure link sharing is turned on and that anyone with public school can view. Okay. I'll get that shareable link again, and I'm going to make sure it's copied. Control C. Then I can go back into Classroom. I can go into my Google tutorial, Meet tutorial, and then I can add the link to it so kids can get to it. All right, and that, in a nutshell, is how you can use Google Meet initiated from the Google Meet app. I hope this was helpful. I'll make another video for Google Meets created inside of Google Classroom. Have a good one. Love ya.